You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. LSU, they beat ULM on Saturday. It was a, it was a ho-hum type game. Ed Ogeron, after the game on Saturday, this is what he had to say about the win.
Very pleased with the win. Did we play great? No. Did we make some mistakes? Yeah. But we won the game. And I'm happy for the boys in there. And as long as it takes A&M. Some things to fix on offense and defense. Fake punt, I wish I could have called it back. It was open. John Trey slipped. They gave them 7 points. I felt bad about that. But in that, I thought the defense had a heck of a game. Goal line stands. They played well. Durante, those guys doing a great job with the defense.
I'm glad he brought up that fake punt. Because you heard him say there, I wish you could take that call back. Right? I wish I could take that call back. Well, then they asked him later about the decision on the fake punt, and this is what Ed Ogeron said. It's number 4.
It was 4th and 3, and their corner played off. All we had to do was catch the ball and throw it for 4 yards. He'd have been wide open, but John Trey slipped. It was wide open.
So he wishes he could take it back, but it was there. It was wide open. Like, the inability to just absolutely accept blame for your stupidity, your stupid mistakes, continues to baffle me with this man. He continues to say, like, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, but we should have called better plays. Roll you under the bus. Now it's the fake punt. Like, faking a punt against a Sun Belt school when you're up 17-0 in your own territory is stupid. If you've got that, keep it in your back pocket for this week against A&M when you need it potentially to get bowl eligible. Thank God we only have one more game. One more game of this. One more game of this nonsense. And with every passing day, every passing game, every passing press conference, the lunacy, the stupidity, the absolute irrational nature of how this program and this team is being run right now gets exposed further and further and further. And I cannot be more excited for this to be over. This whole failed experiment to be over. How ridiculous. A couple of things from the game. Really nice to see Malik Nabers have a big day. We've looked at who could be the guy that steps up with Kayshon Boutte. It hasn't really happened, the big game breaker. Jack Bech has had a very nice season. Please don't misunderstand. I just mean that big game breaker. And Malik Nabers was that on Saturday. The slant that he caught in the middle of the field that he just turned on the burners and took off was awesome. 4 catches for 143 and a score. Good for Malik Nabers for having the big day. Ty Davis Price was 21 carries for 82 yards. So that's interesting there. He didn't get to the 100-yard mark. That's unfortunate. We're kind of hoping that he would keep that streak going. But Ty Davis Price is a guy, the more you listen, is a guy who's thinking about the NFL and could very well have that decision to make after the season. Would have never thought that through the first 8 games of the season, or 6 games of the season. But he has certainly turned it on of late and may very well be a guy who considers jumping to the NFL. So something worth keeping an eye on. The defense did play well at times in the ballgame as well. They gave up some big plays, and ULM was able to, they had a couple of goal line situations where if they just execute plays, ULM has a couple more scores. But that's a giant if, and that's why they're a 4-7 Sun Belt team, is that they don't always execute to the top level. On the flip side of that, LSU had opportunities. Jay Ward had a beautiful interception return for a touchdown. They brought back, said he was out of bounds. I don't know what indisputable video evidence is, apparently, because there was no shot that zoomed in close enough to show his foot indisputably on the line, but they took that off the board. Cade York did miss a 44-yard field goal, unfortunately. So LSU missed some opportunities also. But at the bottom line, LSU wins the game. They moved to 5-6 on the season. One more win for bowl eligibility. It's impossible to not look in hindsight and say, man, if you had just played Max Johnson against Arkansas, you probably win that game, and these guys are bowl eligible. Instead, they're going to have to go upset Texas A&M now to reach bowl eligibility. And I don't know if they can or will do that. Ed Ogeron, after he was fired on that Sunday, did say that then that he would coach the bowl game. And apparently, though, that's not necessarily the case. Ed was asked about that today.
Do you think? We'll discuss that. I'll discuss that with the administration. We'll see. We haven't gotten that far. It all depends what happens the next couple of weeks. I want to be on the same page as the administration. We'll talk about it. We'll see what happens.
I've been told it's been actually expressed pretty clearly that they make a bowl that Ed won't coach the bowl game. But as you heard him say there, they'll discuss it with the administration and make that decision. I think they want to make a pretty clean break and make sure that the new coach can get in. What's more important is finishing off the signing class, moving toward 2022, and not having interference from Ed Orgeron and the current staff. So that all is moot if LSU loses to Texas A&M, but one game to go coming up this Saturday in Tiger Stadium. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.